That day the man asked his wife for a divorce, but his wife was too busy chatting with her ex-boyfriend. She didn't even hear a word her husband said. The husband told her to just sign the divorce papers. The wife agreed absent-mindedly without even thinking. The husband yelled at her, "Are you even listening to me?" But the wife thought he was talking about work. The husband shook his head and prepared to leave, but the wife snapped at him asking what kind of attitude was that. The husband smiled and said nothing happened. Finally the wife got angry and said she was very busy right now. She begged her husband to stop being so dramatic. The husband just sighed and said it won't happen again. He was about to say something to his wife, but she got a call from her ex-boyfriend and walked away. At that moment he was completely hopeless. The next day the man suddenly collapsed at work. His wife rushed over to help him up, but then she heard a coworker say her ex-boyfriend had cut his hand. So she dropped her husband without hesitation and left the office. The husband had to endure the pain and leave all by himself. That night he brought the divorce papers for his wife to sign, but his wife suddenly came back and yelled at him for not replying to her messages. The husband could only explain that his phone was charging. She ordered him to cook 100 dishes from a menu, because she was bringing her ex-boyfriend home for dinner tomorrow. The husband said he didn't have time to cook, but his refusal only made his wife curse him out. Later when the two of them were heading home together, the wife got a call from her ex-boyfriend while driving. She lied and said her ex needed her for something. She pulled over, parked the car and left her husband on the side of the road. The husband tried to open the door and go home by himself, but he found every door was locked. He tried calling his wife, but she was laughing and having a great time with her ex-boyfriend. In the end the husband had to smash the car window with a hammer, and he walked all the way home alone. Later his wife came back and screamed at him for leaving by himself. The husband explained he had already called her, but when she saw the injury on his forehead, she suddenly pulled out a gift and tried to give it to him. The husband refused the gift on the spot, but that only made his wife furious. She yelled at him asking why he was throwing a tantrum. The husband didn't even want to respond. He ignored her attempts to stop him and walked away without looking back. The next day he cooked a meal and waited at home for his wife to return. But he waited until late at night and she still hadn't come back. He had long gotten used to his wife never keeping her promises, so he decided to pack his bags and head to the airport. He was going to leave this cruel wife forever.